All right, everybody, here we go. We got another game for you guys. We've got a couple of people I know in this queue. We've got our Malzahar, Mumu, Leona, Teemo, and Ashe versus Morgana, Soraka, Tryndamere, Sivir, and Riven. So our junglers will be a Mumu and Riven, of course. Riven being extremely aggressive, especially early game. Probably do a little invading since Mumu is so useless early on. Without that blue, he is just ski-rude. Give him something to cry about, that's for sure. Anyway, we're going to be focusing a lot on this Malzahar and this Ashe because they're going to be our MVPs of the game. And I guess we're gonna have a Teemo top. That's always fun to watch. Usually they go AD, not too much hybrid, but some beefy damage dealer, like build them like a Darius or an Olaf. We got the Frozen Mallet. He'll be up against a Tryndamere, so that could be interesting. Tryndamere is usually pretty squishy early on until 6, so perhaps Teemo can get a few blinding darts on him, which will of course render Tryndamere totally useless. So that could be a really fun matchup. And our supports will be Leona and Soraka. Leona being also a very aggressive support. However, it all really depends on your AD carry. If they're in the same page with you, if Leona's going to be going in like a lot, which she has to, otherwise there's no point of choosing her. Then and if your AD carry isn't on the same page, if they're not talking to each other, if they're not interacting, then you can have a lot of miscommunications and a lot of deaths. So hopefully that won't happen. I do know that they're not going to be talking to each other because they're not like on Skype or anything. So this should be interesting. Maybe they'll make it work. They're going to be against the Sivir and Soraka. Soraka's kind of a scumbag early on. I mean, getting all those heals and those silences, just dishing out the mana to Sivir, making those boomerang blades just go all day long. It's not very fun. We'll see how it works out. Summoner spells, as you can see, we've got only one exhaust on the blue team. We've got one exhaust on the purple team / red team, depending on if you're colorblind or not. And we actually have a teleport on Morgana, or Morgana if you prefer, which it's going to allow her to get back in the lane a lot quicker, but it's also going to get rid of her killability, if you excuse me making up a word. Usually you see a teleport top lane, so that allows them to get to dragon fights early, or if there's a big old kerfuffle going down bottom lane, then you can just jump on into those. But we'll see. Maybe she'll make it work. I hope for her sake she doesn't, because I'm kind of rooting for the blue team. But I'm not biased. I'm coming in with both eyes open, if you know what I mean. I totally know what I mean. Anyway, oh, my heater's on because it's freaking freezing in this place. Anyway, only one skin. Bunny Girl Riven. It's the only skin that's important in the game, actually, so she can just wear that all day long. Booyah! Okay, back to the game. We've got everybody summoned, and let's get to Summoner's Rift. Here we go. Let's see if they're going to try for an invade. They do have a pretty strong early game, especially with Leona and the purple team. They're not the best. I mean, their Riven is really strong early. Let's take a look at what our first item. It's just going to go for pot 5 pots. It's fine. Going for less aggressive. Sometimes you'll see some Rivens get early Doran's Blade.
Welcome to Summoner's
Looks like
Rift.
everyone's just going to be going to their lanes. Bottom's just going to be heading bottom. Looks like Malzahar's going to get ready to summon that Voidling on his first cast when he gets to mid lane. Now Riven looks like she's going to be either trying for their red or just protecting their blue. There's not really much of a point to get blue unless you're going to hand it off to Morgana, which would give her a huge advantage in the lane versus Malzahar. Unfortunately, Mumu is starved for mana, so he does kind of need that. Got a couple of pings going down. Maybe they're going to be looking for some help. A good hard leash. And Leona just chilling in these bushes. Alright, Sivir is not going to be there, so if they do end up in a little fight, We're gonna have no AD carry, and actually Sivir opted for a regrowth pendant. That's got to be something new. Oh, here we go. Tryndamere just kind of hanging out. And of course, Teemo does see him. And being invisible, Tryndamere did not see Teemo. So they're all grouped up. This is good. Tryndamere's back to his tower. Good, he's peacing out. It looks like she's going to be doing wolves first. A little bit greater pull. And they're not going to be doing wolves. They're just going to go for a leash. Get that blue out of the way. Malzahar giving a little auto attack here and there. Tryndamere hanging out. Gets a Doran's Blade first. A little bit of extra health. Makes him a little bit more beefy. A lot of times you'll see them get the Brawler's Gloves for that crit. However, not this time. Okay, Riven's going to be grabbing blue. Doesn't want to hand it off to Morgana. And we've got Malzahar just ready to unload that Voidling onto Morgana's face. Come on, Malz. You got that. The Voidling's just ready to get out of the void. Get on out of here. Look at that. We already got a fight top. Teemo's just harassing Tryndamere. All that blind. Okay, Malzahar's first item. Actually, Malzahar didn't get a first item because he's that good. Let's see if I can just send him a message there. Because that's kind of funny. And it looks like he might be giving out first blood. Bottom lane, let's see how we're doing. Just farming away. We got Ashe sitting at 6 CS to Sivir 7. Pretty close, pretty close. Oh, looks like Malzahar might have just realized that he didn't have an item. Yes, he did. Alright, there goes Riven chugging those health pots. Teemo hanging out, doing his business. He's got a Doran's Blade as well, so no pots in top lane. Bottom lane, how we doing? A couple boomerang blades are going out. Let's see, it's doing 64 damage each time it goes through. Rocket just healing herself. Basically, it's very, very eventful. Let's see what's happening in the jungle. Riven is gonna die to these poor raids. Yeah, no, maybe not, but one would hope. Oh, a little bit of aggression down bottom. Take that, Ashe! Silence. You're too loud. All right, Tryndamere is just hanging in the bush. Doesn't really want to get any CS. He thinks he's too good for it. Teemo's just happily farming away. Oh. And instantly gets blinded. I think we're going to be seeing a lot of that. And down goes the exhaust onto Soraka. However, Ashe is not high enough. This has like no health here. And that crucial stun by Leona. And there's the Boomerang Blade, and isn't quite enough to just pick her off. Which is lucky for her, because that would have been quite the cat fight. This is a chick fight down bottom lane, I just realized that. Unicorn versus ladies versus lady versus lady. Yeah, action packed. And they're just plopping the pings down. Ashe is really just trying to get those CS, stay alive, and in comes a Mumu. Puts those tears on. Oh, that stun just missing on Sivir, unfortunately. And the silence coming down from Soraka. Good thing Mumu has not used his Spanish toss, and there comes first blood. Thank you, Mumu. And Ashe managing to pick it up, which is going to be very good for her. It's a good thing she stayed in lane. Got a little bit greedy. Make game easy mode. Yep. Easy mode, no items. And Morgana's farm sitting at 30 versus Malzahar's 17. Getting out farmed a little bit there, Lepuzzler. But, you know, whatever. Doesn't even want to stay to get fully healed. It's cool, it's cool. Healing is overrated. Morgana, no boots. Going double Dorans. Bottom lane just farming along. So let's have a little bit of backstory about these champions and their summoners. We've got Lepuzzler here. He's a big fan of Malzahar mid. Loves to do those balls in your face dives. Super low health, but man, if he wants you, he will come get you. And looks like Morgana's already got Oh, she has 6, but she didn't want to pop it for the kill. Remember, she does not have Ignite, so she might not be able to do the burst damage that she needs to kill. Tryndamere is just desperately hanging on. He can't seem to get any farm. However, he does have more than Team Up, so he's doing something right. I'm just gonna put my foot in my mouth here. It's cool. It's cool. Dark Bindings off. Not managing to land them. And in comes a Moo Moo. Unfortunately, Lepuzzler does not have his ult, but he does manage to get that auto attack off. One more auto attack. Come on, my boy. Come on, my boy. One more auto. And there's the, you know, the friggin', yeah, Call of the Void. That's the one. Manages to silence Morgana. She's speaking too much. 2 times. Alright, action packed. 2-0. We got a 1,000 gold lead. Oh, here comes Riven. Just when Leona's trying to get that ward out there. Just missing the stun from Riven. I have no idea what it's called. Key burst. That's the one. Very short stun, but it can be really damaging. Pain in the ass, especially. 0.75 seconds of stun, but every little bit counts, right? Okay, seems like we're on a two-way street. Every time I go back to mid, looks like Malzahar is coming back from the Nexus. Maybe he just really likes being at home. Looks like he picked up the sword for boots, so he's going to do a little bit more damage. And he now has his ult, so finally he can do the damage he's looking for. Clearing those minion waves, do a little pushing. Morgana's such a heavy pusher, it's nice to be able to push back once in a while. She did try and come bottom for a gank, but it did fail. Thanks to Leona's ward. Looks like actually Riven will be passing off blue to Morgana. Oh, baby! Oh, excuse me. Maybe Moo Moo will do the same for Malzahar. He is level 6. He's got his boots of Nikes and his Philo Stones. So he'll be able to get from lane to lane a little bit quicker, maybe do some counter jungling. It doesn't look like he's passing that off. No, he's just going to take that for himself. No, it's understandable. Sometimes he wants to be greedy. And there comes the blind, and the twirling business of Mocking Shout coming down. Doesn't even Mocking Shout, already used it. And the flash, avoiding the bandage toss. The second flash, the counter flash from Moo Moo, totally missing its mark. No clue why he counter flashed that. He didn't have his bandage toss cooldown. Wasn't the best idea. Ult from Leona coming down. The damage from Ashe is just astronomical. And there's the ult picking up that beautiful kill. I mean, she did die, but that was pretty cool. I might have just missed it, so I just want to go back a few seconds. And here it comes. And bam. It's pretty delicious. And we're doing top, and we're getting that gank off. Tryndamere still has his ult. Forcing him to ult though, which is good. You know, cooldown is kind of long, but kind of not. I mean, 100 seconds. So you got a minute and a half without his ult. It's alright. You could get some work done there. And how are we doing in mid? Got an amplifying tome and some sword boots, a couple of Dorans and some tier 1 shoes. We got 43 to 61. Getting out farm, my boy. Getting out farm. But that's okay. I mean, it's Malzahar. Doesn't really need farm, right? All he needs to do is E everything all day long. Dark Binding coming off, dropping that black soily goo. Yeah, what is it? Tormented Soil? That's the one. I know these things. I've only been playing for a couple of years. I should know these. Not a whole lot of action. Looks like I missed that, so I'm gonna go back, do him some justice. We got Phil, Lepuzzler just hanging out in lane. Morgana's got blue, so gotta watch that. Oh, there's the Malefic Visions, and there's the blood, and there's the Nether Grasp all over his butt. Unfortunately, misses the Black Shield, and Malzahar picks up a shiny new blue buff. Soraka did go down, so they did manage to pick up a kill. Very nice job bottom lane. Riven maybe wants to do a little work, but she just noticed the no trespassing sign. So it's time to do a little counter jumping. Just plop down a little ward. See if we can't interrupt Moo when he gets his next red buff. And it looks like Moo wants to do a little surprise gang in top lane. Now, did Tryndamere see him? It looks like he did. I think he's too scared to go. He's going to do a little warding of his own. Get a little bit of heal down. Oh, he expected him to be there. Hits that mushroom. Bam! Right in the face. Teemo's just happily farming away. He's got his dagger. He's got his merc treads. I guess to get rid of the duration of blocking shout. And get rid of some of the stun from Riven and the Dark Binding from Morgana. Mark Tread's always a good choice. Now Terminator does know that Teemo's in this bush. He does have a ward. He knows he's invisible. So all he has to do is just a spinning shout, or spinning dash, spinning business. And there's the blind, heal, and Dragon Temp number 1. And the purple team totally sees it's happening. They do have a ward here in the tri-bush, so they probably saw everybody going. And they smite up for a Moo. Doesn't matter. Managed to pick that up. Now are they going to go for a kill, or are they going to overextend? And a beautiful ult from Leona. Energy to stick right onto Morgana. That's what Leona does, and it's a pain in the butt, but... And Riven's all the way up top. She can't really do anything. There was an epic battle against Teemo. He did manage to come out alive. And here goes the fight. Beautiful Ashe arrow. Malefic visions coming from Malzahar doing all sorts of damage. Getting the first kill and assisting on the second. And Ashe just doing so much damage. And Leona flashing bottom. Really wants Sivir's butt. Here comes Malzahar. Maybe do some extra damage. Get some Malefic visions, and somehow that all... I don't understand what happened there. But I would like to see the replay, actually. Because that was crazy. That nether grasp, but she just like ran right through it. Maybe that was a big glitch, I'm not sure. It was possibly spell shield. I'm not 100% sure. Looks like the damage still came out on it though, so that's why I don't see how it would be a spell shield. Yeah, there it is. Lol, keep walking. Yep, it doesn't make sense, but it happened. Here comes Tryndamere trying to protect that turret from bot lane. Unfortunately, it leaves his turret open up top. Teemo's got another dagger and an Nepline Tome, so he is going to be getting Malady. Unusual for a Teemo top lane, unless he's doing well, which he is. He's got 77 CS against the 50 from Tryndamere, so he is up about 25, and there's a significant gold lead. Blue team, purple team, I mean look at that, it's like 5,000 gold right there. That dragon and those kills, it's 10-1. It's going to be a delicious game. I can sense a little surrender at 20, but that's fine. You know, everybody loves the surrender, especially in Mod. And there goes the Malefic Visions. Just bouncing from minion to minion. Getting the mana back every time one dies from it. Very nice ability. Riven pinging down on blue, hand that over to Morgana. Morgana. And the teleport from Teemo. With his, and that ult from Leona, again, she's just relentless. She really wants to pick up these kills. Sivir didn't go top, so she does kind of try. She really wants to push that turret. Maybe get a little bit of gold back from their because they're straggling behind. Oh, in comes Riven. Nope. Ashe arrow to the face. Nope. Just a regular volley. It's cool. It's cool. And what's going on top? Looks like Moo went up to protect that. It's good. Riven coming mid for a gank. Unfortunately, blue team does have a ward, and Malzahar just really wants to bait this gank. As I said before, he's just relentless. He really wants these kills. Like, if he wants you, he'll go for you. And unfortunately, he's not going to survive this, but It was good, you know, it was good while it lasted. When you want somebody, oh, forget ya. He loves a good KD ratio. Looks like he rushed Riley's. So every time Malefic Visions lands on one of those champions, it's going to slow them right down. And that Call of the Void, that silence, is just going to do so much damage. Slow everybody down. Give Malzahar enough time to catch up to you. Maybe ult you in the face. Maybe drop a pool under your butt, under your feet. And in comes Leona. And the stun from Ashe, and the heal from Tryndamere, the teleport. You guys need to back the heck up. You are uninvited. Morgana coming down. Dark Blinding, Black Shield, everything going down. There are 4 people down in bottom. Need to do something up top or mid. Gotta push that lane. Push that lane, Teemo. Come on, push that lane. You can take Sivir. You're level 11, she's 10. You got this. Poison in the face. You just want her to go in the bush. She's not gonna go in the bush. Looks like they're gonna really push this tower. Leona does have her ult, so if they do try to dive, which they are doing right now, and she is able to get her ult off. However, the tower is doing so much damage to Riven, just picks her off. And who picks up the kill? The Ashe, the person who does not want to get the kill, because it's just going to feed her. And now finally comes Morgana ult, and the kill, unfortunately, she did fall, but
Team's turret has been destroyed.
they did manage to save the tower. Does that count? And Teemo's not going after Sivir, even though he could clearly take her. Well, I guess it's obvious to me, but not so much to them. Teemo just does his malady, and Sivir's just hanging out with her Killah stuff. Interesting build. Fortunately, purple team did take out the turret, so they're going to catch up a little bit on that gold lead. They're still about 4,000 behind, but as they pick up on kills, they're going to slowly come back into this game.
Purple team's turret has
What they just need to do right now is maybe grab a dragon, take another tower, and not lose top tower. But unfortunately, that just happened. And I did miss that kill, so I'm just going to jump back 15 seconds or so. And
Purple team's turret has been destroyed.
Is just sitting all over Riven, and in comes Call of the Void, and the Cool, and the ult. And Malefic Vision's just doing the extra damage, picking them off. Bam! Come on, little Voidling, let's go back to the house. You did your duty for the day. You made your paycheck. You've earned your keep. And there it is, my boy. My boy. My boy, my boy, my boy. Teemo just hanging out in the bush, you know, waiting for someone to come along and fall into your trap. Fortunately, you don't have any mushrooms here. You really need to start doing some more mushrooming. And there's Morgana, and he really wants to do something, even though he will not be able to take that Morgana. He does have Merc Shreds, but that is not enough magic resist. Morgana really should have put on that Black Shield, because right now, Teemo's just going to be able to take her. One more auto attack and bam, you're dead. That was a pretty good play by Teemo, and a pretty bad play, unfortunately, by Morgana. But what can you do, right? I'm the all-seeing eye in the sky. It's kind of unfair for me to say that. If I were in her shoes, I'd be embarrassed. Anyway, in comes Riven to do a little clearing up of bottom lane, stop them from taking that turret. Leona comes with a stun. Mumu comes with a bandage toss, up with a triple stun. Excellent work. Sometimes people forget that a Mumu bandage toss is a stun. What does it say? It says stun them. It doesn't say for how long, but they will get stunned. Okay, looks like Teemo's going after Sivir now, who had to pop her ult. And there she is, and she's just about to get toasted by Teemo. Misses those mushrooms. Good for her. She is very interesting. She's going for the Triforce, or she's not. I'm not quite sure what she's going for. And there's the kill on Soraka, and there's the kill onto Morgana, and this is just unfortunate. One more auto attack from Sivir and she would have been toast. Driven, overextending once again. But does make it out alive. And they are going to go for that dragon. And Moo, you probably shouldn't do that because you will cry because you are going to die. You have no mana. Good call. Sivir's just pushing back on this tower. 107 farm versus Teemo's 105. And versus Ashe's 89. So what's Ashe lacks in CS, she's making up for those kills. And there's Leona with the friendly nudge to surrender. But if I've played my share of games, then I know that if somebody says that, that's going to make me not want to surrender. Ever. And okay, we're not even live, so I'm just going to jump to live. And there's the dragon going down. What a surprise. Someone's getting caught out. And the Ashe arrow, unfortunately, she is immune. Morgana wants to turn this around. There's Soraka there doing the heals, doing the infusing that mana, and they're not doing dragon. They realize they do not have vision. They do not want to risk it. And Teemo just gets vision of that Sivir, blocks the blind. Very good job. And there's the mushroom, which Sivir does not dodge. And there's the dark blinding, and there's the tormented soil, and bam. Looks like the end of game rage is going on. This is clutch. It has to happen every game. If somebody's losing, you have to yell at everybody and tell them why exactly they're losing. And there's the flash from Soraka. I'm surprised Lepuzzler didn't flash after and go for the kill. His ult wasn't up, that's why. And looks like their Tryndamere is either AFK or just waiting for some gold. Let's take a peek here at the gold score. We've got Malzahar leading the team with 8,806 gold. There's a 10k difference in score. Their AD carry is sitting at 5,000, so about 6,000, versus our Ashe's 7,000, despite the significant CS difference. And Teemo just doing work. A Moo bandage toss, just missing point blank. Really unfortunate, because Teemo would have been able to stay in that fight if the bandage toss had gone off and got the stun. Looks like Teemo is going for the on-hit build, and there's the bandage toss, but the spell shield unfortunately blocks it. Good play by Sivir. Sivir just really wanted that kill. I don't blame him. 22-6, you want all the kills you can get. Lepuzzler is just chilling with 9 kills, and Ashe is just doing all sorts of work. And there's the 6th kill for the AD carry. It looks like Ashe and Leona did a very good job bottom. On top of all those the aggressiveness of their Leona. Good work. And slowing frost shot. And Soraka just falls. So sad. The flash from Sivir, she does not want any part of this 4-man team. With Teemo just Blue just hanging out. Oh, not at Blue, just hanging out. Now getting Madrids, going for Blood Razor. Getting the next on-hit item. They're just going for the dives. Lepuzzler really wants these kills. And there it is. Yep, and Moo comes in for the kill steal. Pretty amazing. Love that teamwork. And they just explode. Tryndamere, unfortunately, block the visions on him. And Ignite. And that death. And nope, he manages to die. Thank you, Silent Killah. Very good work, Ashe. Now's the time to slash T. And GG. Nope, Turret takes down Leona. Turret almost takes down the rest of the team. What a game. Sivir's just chasing after Ashe. Although Executioner's Mark gets called. So that's gonna be unfortunate.
Rampage.
It's not very often you see Executioner's Mark get activated. It's not very often you see Executioner's Mark in a game. it's a great item for a lane that has a heal, or perhaps top lane. With you know, someone like Aurelia trying to get them to stop healing. But for a bottom lane, for an AD carry, you don't really want to get close enough for that. But whatever, it's cool. Do what you want, right? I'm not here to talk about builds. However, Riven only has tier 1 boots. Come on, Riven, what's the deal there? Just because you're a bunny rabbit doesn't mean you can hop around with tier 1 boots. You need some speed. At least get boots of mobility. And there's Malzahar trying to get another kill. He might actually be able to pick off Riven if he's quick enough. And yes he is. Manages to get the kill. And it's totally worth it. He might even say so in chat. Okay, let's see how the rest of the team's doing. Teemo's just kind of hanging out bottom. Maybe he's on the phone with his girlfriend. Maybe he's talking to the rest of the scouts. Maybe he just had to take a boot. But I'm surprised the game hasn't been over yet. However, there's the ultimate server and the beautiful ult from Ashe and heal really late Soraka, so that's really unfortunate. However, Leon is just doing work on the string there, making him pop his ult. Laying down the damage on Soraka. Gets the stun off again. She really wants that kill. And there she goes. Teemo, unfortunately, is the one who picked up the kill, but you know what? It's teamwork. It's what the team's for. And Ashe just sticking right onto this Morgana. So much damage. Bloodthirster, fully stacked Bloodthirster, BF Sword, and Cannon Dancer. Lots of damage coming out. However, lots of damage coming out. And there goes the turret. And there goes the Nexus. Overall, GG, I'd say we don't see this team like our Ashe. And a greedy Malzahar. Good work, purple team, but you just couldn't pull it off. Maybe you'll counter pick Malzahar next time. Morgana doesn't really counter Malzahar, unfortunately. She's a good champ, but she's not really a counter to Malz. If you want to counter Malz, you go, you know, Kassadin or, you know, an AD carry. Anyway, good game, everybody. Well played, and I'll see y'all in the future. Woo!